The rolling hills of southern Scotland slept beneath a blanket of fresh snow, their undulating forms softened by the pristine white covering. A pristine silence hung in the air, broken only by the occasional bark of a sheepdog in the distance, echoing through the stillness like a distant memory. The village of Lockerbie, nestled amidst this tranquil landscape, was a picture of rural serenity, its snow-dusted rooftops and quiet streets embodying the essence of a peaceful winter's night. Smoke curled lazily from chimneys, carrying the scent of peat fires into the crisp night air, mingling with the cold to create a uniquely comforting aroma. In the local pub, the Dryfesdale Hotel, locals gathered around crackling fireplaces, sharing stories and laughter, their faces illuminated by the warm glow of the firelight. It was December 21st, 1988, the eve of a holiday season promising joy and family reunions, a time when the village was adorned with festive decorations and the spirit of Christmas was palpable. None could have imagined that within hours, their world would be irrevocably shattered, the tranquility of their lives disrupted in an instant. The sky above, a tapestry of deep indigo sprinkled with twinkling stars, held a silent menace, a foreboding presence that went unnoticed amidst the beauty of the night. Unseen, unheard, Pan Am Flight 103 cleaved through the icy air, carrying 259 souls on a journey home for Christmas, their hearts filled with anticipation and hope. The Boeing 747, a symbol of technological marvel, was a world unto itself, a microcosm of hopes, dreams and anxieties hurtling across the Atlantic, its passengers unaware of the fate that awaited them. On board, passengers settled into their seats, lulled by the drone of the engines and the anticipation of loved ones awaiting their arrival, their thoughts drifting to the joyous reunions that lay ahead. Among them were students returning from semesters abroad, businessmen closing deals, families eager to celebrate, each with their own story, their own reason for being on that flight. They were blissfully unaware, their lives intertwined in this final, fateful flight, a shared journey that would end in unimaginable tragedy. The tranquility of the Scottish countryside belied the impending tragedy, a serene facade that masked the horror soon to unfold. Heathrow Airport buzzed with the usual pre-Christmas frenzy, a symphony of hurried footsteps and excited chatter filling the air. Harried travellers navigated bustling crowds, their faces a mixture of excitement and impatience, each step bringing them closer to their destinations. At Gate 707, Pan Am Flight 103, bound for New York's JFK Airport, prepared for departure, its engines humming with anticipation. Families said their goodbyes, promises of gifts and reunions exchanged with lingering hugs, their hearts heavy with the weight of parting. Students, backpacks overflowing with memories and souvenirs, shared excited whispers of home, their eyes sparkling with the joy of returning. Businessmen, briefcases chained to their wrists, made last-minute calls, their voices a low hum in the throng, sealing deals and making plans. Among the passengers, a group of Syracuse University students, giddy with the prospect of returning home after a semester in London, posed for a final photograph, their smiles wide and carefree. Their laughter echoed through the terminal, a poignant testament to the vibrancy of youth, unaware of the dark shadow looming over their journey, a shadow that would change their lives forever. A young couple, their faces flushed with the glow of new love, stole a kiss, their future stretching before them like a blank canvas, filled with endless possibilities. An elderly woman clutching a worn photograph boarded the plane, her heart heavy with both anticipation and the ache of a long separation, her eyes misty with memories. Each passenger carried their own stories, their own hopes and dreams, woven into the fabric of this ordinary flight on an extraordinary night. A night that held the promise of new beginnings and the bittersweet taste of farewells. High above the serene and picturesque Scottish countryside, Pan Am Flight 103 cruised at 31,000 feet, a silver bird gliding effortlessly through the cold, thin air. The hum of the engines was a lullaby, a comforting constant in the darkened cabin, a sound that promised safety and routine. Stewardesses moved gracefully through the aisles, offering warm smiles and refreshments, their practiced motions a dance of hospitality. Some passengers dozed, escaping into dreams of sugar plums and familiar faces, their minds far from the metal tube hurtling through the sky. Others chatted with seatmates, sharing stories and laughter, creating fleeting connections in the shared space of the cabin. In the cockpit, the pilots, seasoned veterans of countless transatlantic flights, maintained a watchful vigil, their voices calm and reassuring over the intercom, a steady presence in the night. At 7:03 p.m., a muffled thud, barely audible above the drone of the engines, rippled through the plane, a sound that would soon shatter the calm. A flicker of orange light danced across the windows, followed by an ear-splitting roar that tore through the night, a harbinger of the catastrophe to come. The Boeing 747, once a symbol of human ingenuity and the marvels of modern engineering, disintegrated into a million pieces, scattering debris and shattered dreams across the tranquil landscape below. The explosion, a monstrous act of malice, had ripped through the heart of the aircraft, leaving no time for goodbyes, no space for final prayers, only chaos and destruction. The searing flash of light and the deafening roar were the only warnings before darkness engulfed all, a sudden end to the journey. Below, the unsuspecting villagers of Lockerbie were about to face a night of unimaginable horror, their peaceful lives about to be irrevocably changed by the falling wreckage.
The bomb used in the Lockerbie disaster was sophisticated, concealed within a cassette player. The meticulous planning indicated a high level of expertise. You know, every bomb has a signature, a unique set of characteristics that can often be traced back to its maker. In this case, the explosive device bore distinct hallmarks of a specific terrorist group. Through painstaking analysis, we identified the chemical composition of the explosive, as well as the intricate wiring pattern. This evidence played a crucial role in piecing together the events leading up to the tragedy. It's a reminder of the lengths to which some will go to inflict harm, and the importance of our continued vigilance in forensic science.
The trial was a long and arduous journey, filled with moments of heartbreak and resilience. The evidence was meticulously presented, piece by piece, painting a chilling picture of the events leading up to that fateful day. The courtroom was a place of both justice and sorrow as the victims' families watched, hoping for some semblance of closure.
Losing a loved one in such a tragic manner leaves a void that can never truly be filled. We sought answers, justice, and, most importantly, a way to honor the memories of those we lost. The pain is indescribable, but the support from the community and the determination to seek justice kept us going.
The tragedy of Pan Am 103 left an indelible mark on the world. It brought about profound changes in aviation security and highlighted the resilience of the human spirit. The memories of those lost continue to inspire efforts to ensure such a catastrophe never happens again. The legacy of Pan Am 103 is one of sorrow, remembrance, and a steadfast commitment to safety and justice.